Good morning and welcome to Preschool Storytime. I'm Miss Allison and I'm coming to you from the Storytime room. It's good to have you with me today. Going along again with our Tales and Tales Summer Reading Club theme, we're going to be reading about bears today. As you can see, I've got some behind me as well as some books. You are more than welcome to come and check them out. We've got lots and lots of really great books on bears. Before we get started though, just a reminder that speaking of Summer Reading Club, it is coming to a close on July 31st. So if you're registered and you've been logging your minutes, July 31st is going to be the last day that we'll take them, okay? So keep reading, and we've got a little bit longer, and then we'll wrap it up for the summer. It's hard to believe that it's almost here. We hope that you've had a good time and have been reading a lot of good books this summer. All right, well, let's get started with our bear books. The first one I'm going to read to you is called The Donkey Egg. Up on the hill lived a grumpy old bear. His farm was a wreck and it needed repair. But Bear didn't care. He just slept in his chair and growled at his neighbors, Fox and Hare. Stand there on his chair, on his porch. "Wake up, Bear," cried Fox. "I know you want to turn this place back into a mighty fine farm, grow some mighty fine crops, and have a mighty fine life. But you need help, and I've got just the thing." "Grrr," growled Bear. "What thing?" "Ta-da! A donkey." Does that look like a donkey to you? Not to me. What do you think that is? Kind of looks like a watermelon, doesn't it? "That's not a donkey," cried Bear. "Not yet, but it will be," said Fox. "It's a donkey egg, a genuine certified donkey egg. Still green, has to ripen and hatch, and that's where you come in. Keep it warm, safe, and happy, like a little mama bird on her nest. It'll take time, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, so be patient. Then voila, a donkey." As you know, Bear, lots of animals come from eggs. Chickens, dinosaurs, platypuses, alligators. So, donkeys. It's the truth. I can see it now. Your fields are plowed, your house is painted, you and your donkey sitting on the porch watching the sunset. What a deal! And it's a steal, today only, 1995. "No way," said Bear. Fox sighed. "Okay, I'll settle for that $20 bill. Sold. It's a done deal." Fox scooped up the cash, disappeared in a flash, and all that was left was Bear in his chair. Now, what do you think? Do you think that Fox has pulled a fast one over on Bear? You think he's played a trick on him? It's looking like that, isn't it? And he was left with a gigantic green donkey egg. "That fast-talking Fox," muttered Bear. "Now what am I supposed to do?" Then he remembered. Keep it warm. So, like a big mama bird, Bear carefully sat this way and that. He sat and sat. Tickety-tock, clickety-clock, minutes passed. No donkey. Neighbor Hare had just begun his daily run when he screeched to a halt. "Bear, you're out of your chair." "I'm sitting on my donkey egg," growled Bear. "What? Donkeys don't come from eggs." "Yes, they do," cried Bear. "Like dinosaurs, chickens, alligators, platypuses, even tortoises. I'm keeping it warm so it'll hatch. Been sitting for a whole hour. No donkey." "Well, you keep sitting and I'll keep running," said Hare. "Got another race with Tortoise." And off went Hare, leaving Bear to sit. And sit. And sit. Mustn't quit. Tickety-tock, clickety-clock, hours passed. No donkey. Look at him sitting on that. "What do I do now?" Then Bear remembered. Keep it safe. Bear cradled the egg and sang, "Rock-a-bye donkey, my little one, ripen and hatch, there's work to be done. If there is danger, I will be there. You'll be my donkey, I'll be your bear." And again Hare screeched to a halt. "Bear, You're rocking and singing in your chair? I'm keeping my donkey eggs safe, replied Bear. Been rocking all day. No, Donkey. Well, you keep rocking and I'll keep running, said Hare. Gotta win that race. And off went Hare, leaving Bear to rock. You see how he's got his donkey egg swaddled? He really is doing a good job. He rocked and he rocked. Rockety rock, tickety tock, clickety clock. Days passed. No donkey. Now what? And then Bear remembered. Keep it happy. He told Egg a tale of a girl and 3 bears, fables with tortoises, foxes, and hares. Bear acted out plays where he played every part, again and again, till he knew them by heart. Bear pointed his toes as he leaped through the air. He played peekaboo, hiding under his chair. For the 3rd time, Hare screeched to a halt. Bear, you're under your chair? I'm playing with my donkey egg, said Bear, keeping it happy so it'll hatch. Been playing all week, though, and still no donkey. But there will be, Bear grinned. So you keep running and I'll keep playing. I'm going to hatch that egg and you're going to beat that tortoise. And off went Hare, leaving Bear to play and play and play night and day. Tickety-tock, clickety-clock, weeks passed, but no donkey. Through wind and rain and snow, Bear stayed. Look, he's put a hat on his donkey egg. He sang, he sat, he rocked, he played, he loved that egg with all his heart. Never was there quite a pair, Bear and Egg, Egg and Bear. Only napping here and there, Bear grew tired, really tired, really tired. He couldn't keep from falling fast asleep. Uh-oh. Plop! And there goes his donkey egg rolling away. What's going to happen? Oh no! Shouted Bear. Help! Egg on the loose! Hare's ears perked up. Egg on the loose! Hare to the rescue! And the chase was on. It was Egg out in front, Bear close behind, and Hare bringing up the rear. Around the turn, Egg leading, Hare speeding, Bear stampeding. Across the road, Egg tumbling, Hare stumbling, and Bear fumbling. Through the field, Bear thrashing, Hare dashing, Egg crashing. Crack! What is that? Is that what you thought it was? A watermelon. My donkey hatched, cried Bear. I've got him by the ears. Ouch! Those are my ears, hollered Hare. Can't you see? It's not a donkey egg. It's a watermelon. But it can't be. Fox said it was a genuine, certified donkey egg. Fox, gasped Hare. You believed Fox? Bear hung his head. He tricked me. Fox tricked me. No donkey egg, no baby donkey, no nothing. There wasn't a sound as Bear looked around. And there on the ground, guess what he found? Seeds! Bear had an idea. I've got work to do. Well, you start working and I'll... Hare paused. Oh, who cares about a silly old race? For hours and then days, Bear and Hare tilled the land. They weeded and planted and watered by hand. For weeks, then months, the plants grew and grew. May, June, July, they were growing into watermelons everywhere. To market went Bear and Hare to sell those melons. And what did they buy? Look at them. He's got a pretty garden, and his shutters match the color of the melons. Ta-da! Hee-haw, hee-haw. He bought himself a baby donkey with the money he got from growing the watermelons. Look down here in the corner. See Fox? He's like, wait a minute. He hatched a donkey from the watermelon? Off ran Bear with donkey and Hare to fix up his farm that needed repair. And all that was left was Fox. Look what Fox is doing. He's sitting on a watermelon, thinking he's going to get it to hatch for himself. So his trick is actually working on him, his very own trick. Now, he did kind of do Bear a favor by getting him, up and around again, and he got his farm going, but still, it really wasn't that nice of him to trick him into thinking that watermelon was a donkey egg. So, kind of a mixed bag there. All right, the second book I'm going to read to you is A Visitor for Bear. This is a fun series of books. No one ever came to Bear's house. It had always been that way, and Bear was quite sure he didn't like visitors. He even had a sign, "No visitors allowed." One morning, Bear heard a tap, tap, tapping on his front door. When he opened the door, there was a mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. "No visitors allowed," Bear said, pointing to the sign. "Go away." He closed the door and went back to the business of making his breakfast. He set out 1 cup and 1 spoon, but when he opened the cupboard to get 1 bowl, what do you think happened? There was the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. He's so cute. "I told you to leave," cried Bear. "Perhaps we could have just a spot of tea," said the mouse. "Out," commanded Bear. "Most sorry," said the mouse. "I'll be going now." Bear showed him to the door and shut it firmly. Look, he's got that mouse by the tail. Then he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the bread drawer for 1 slice of bread, there was the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. Look at his face. Urgh. "Unbelievable," grumbled Bear. "Away with you! Vamoose!" "I do like a bit of cheese," said the mouse. Bear pointed a rigid claw towards the door. "Yes, then, here I go," said the mouse. "Farewell," and the mouse whisked out the door. This time, Bear shut the door very firmly and locked it tight. He locked the windows, too, for good measure. Then once again, he went back to the business of making his breakfast. But when he opened the fridge to get 1 egg, there was the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed, of course. "Be gone!" roared the Bear. He is mad. "A crackling fire?" ventured the mouse. "This is impossible, intolerable, insufferable!" cried Bear, shaking with anger and disbelief. "Terribly sorry," murmured the mouse. "Now you see me, now you don't. I'm gone." And the mouse looked very sorry indeed while he waited for Bear to unbolt the door and let him out again. This time, before he went back to the business of making his breakfast, Bear shut the door very, very, very firmly, locked it, boarded the window shut, stopped up the chimney, and even plugged the drain to the bathtub. Carefully, Bear set about the business of making his breakfast. He opened the cupboard. No mouse. He opened the bread drawer. Nothing. Whew. He opened the fridge. Indeed. He lifted the lid to the tea kettle. There was the mouse, small and gray, and you know the rest. Bear fell to the floor and wept. "I give up," he blubbered. "You win! I'm done." "So sorry," said the mouse, "but perhaps if I could have just a bit of cheese and a cup of tea, and do you think we could unstopper the chimney and have a nice fire?" Bear blew his nose with a loud honk. "But then you must go," he sniffled. "No visitors allowed." "You have my word," said the mouse. Bear unshuttered and unboarded the windows, unlocked the door, unstoppered the chimney, and unplugged the drain. He brought out 2 plates of cheese and 2 teacups, and he made a crackling fire in the fireplace for 2 sets of toes. The mouse warmed his feet and nibbled and sipped, and Bear did too. They sat for a long while, and the clock in Bear's house ticked loudly. Bear cleared his throat. The mouse looked most attentive. No one had ever been most attentive to Bear. "The fire is nice," Bear announced. "Lovely," said the mouse. No one had ever said Bear's fires were lovely. I can do a headstand, said Bear. Very impressive, said Mouse. Bear told a joke, and the mouse laughed heartily. No one had ever laughed at Bear's jokes before. Bear began to think of another one. The mouse set down his teacup, and Bear quickly lifted the teapot. There's plenty more, he said. Oh, so sorry, said the mouse. Most kind, but I must be on my way. Really, you needn't go, said Bear. I'm off, said the mouse, springing up from his chair. Wait, cried Bear. But the mouse stepped out the door. Toodaloo, said the mouse. Don't go, wailed Bear, throwing his body across the path. But I gave you my word, said the mouse, pointing at the no visitor sign. Oh, that, cried Bear, pulling down the sign and tearing it up. That's for salesmen, not for friends. Not for friends, asked the mouse, small and gray and bright-eyed. Bear nodded. The mouse's bright eyes glowed brighter, and Bear smiled. Do you like one lump or two? Said Bear most politely. I like two, said the mouse, and Bear agreed. Yep, two is definitely better than one, not just for sugar lumps, but friends. All right, there's a whole series of these about Bear and Mouse. You definitely need to read them. They're really cute. Okay, last one. There's a bear on my chair. And here we are with another mouse and bear. There's a bear on my chair. He is so big, it's hard to share. There isn't any room to spare. We do not make a happy pair, a mouse and bear with just one chair. When I give him a nasty glare, he seems completely unaware. I don't know what he's doing there, that bear that's sitting on my chair. I must admit he has some flair. He has fine taste in leisure wear, and I'm fond of how he does his hair. But still I wish he was not there. I'll try to tempt him with a pear to lure him from my favorite chair. But he just goes on sitting there. Why won't he go back to his lair? See, he's even got a sign, a blinking sign, and Bear does not care. Maybe I'll give him a scare. I'll jump out in my underwear. But no, of course, he does not care. That stinky bear sat on my chair. See his little green underwear? And he's on his phone. I understand that bears are rare, and I know they need the utmost care. I know all that. I am aware. But still, I cannot stand this bear. Oh, look at him. He is frustrated. That's it. I'm done. I do declare this bear has led me to despair. It's not fair. It's not fair. I'm going now, although I don't know where. Oh, Bear's looking around for him. Finally, he leaves and goes back to his lair. You see the igloo up there? Hey, there's a mouse in my house. See him all snuggle up in Bear's bed? Got him back. So it was the bear who was grumpy in that last story. In this one, it was the mouse who was grumpy. All right. I hope you enjoyed these silly books about bears, and I hope you'll come and check out a bunch more because we have so many that are super cute. And don't forget, SRC ends July 31st, so get all those reading and listening points, and we'll wrap up the summer in a fun way that's good for your brain. I will see you again next time. Bye.